Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We're located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. In today's video, I realize that a majority of the customers or people that are thinking about buying a Freightliner more than likely have a pickup and are kind of comparing Freightliners to pickups in terms of what their next purchase will be. So in today's video, we're going to compare the two. We're going to compare a Freightliner M2 106 versus a Ford F-350. So as we start and we take a look directly from the front, the biggest difference is fairly obvious to us, and that is simply the size and the mass advantage that the Freightliner has. So why is that necessarily important just because something is bigger like that? Well, let's take a worst case scenario and we are involved in an accident. Okay, the chances of walking away from the Freightliner are substantially higher than what it is with the Ford. So let's start by walking around and taking a look at the Freightliner. And as we get to the side view, we'll kind of look at some of the major differences between the two. One thing we notice is the storage capability that the 106 has. As you can see, it comes with two storage components, a smaller one here and a larger one up front. As we take a look inside, you see it's diamond plated. In addition to that, it comes with a connection for an air hose. As we continue to walk forward, it comes with two 50-gallon fuel tanks, one on each side. So fuel capacity is 100 gallons. Now on this truck, as it's sitting and rests like it is, that fuel is going to balance itself out. However, when you go to fuel up your truck, you're going to want to do that independently. There's a block heater located under here. And as we take a look inside from the ground, both driver and passenger seats are air ride, and that adjustment is made right here. In addition to that, this button is for the air in the back of the seat. This is for heated seats, and you can control what level of heat you want. When you go to start the truck, turn it about halfway, let those gauges go all the way over. Basically, it's resetting itself, and then start the truck. Finally, it comes with a kill switch located right there with as much voltage as going through the truck. It's just a good practice to shut that off when you're done driving for the day. As we take a look at the back seat, as you can see, the back seat makes down into a bed. And with the push of a button, taken back up to the normal sitting position. Now as we focus on the bed of the truck, it has 4-inch rails running along the side. And as we get behind it, you can see that it is diamond plated. Now, there's no doubt that pickups can tow a heavy load. This is the brake pad for a 1-ton truck. This is the brake pad for this Freightliner. So pulling those heavy weights, especially if you're going through the mountains and need to stop, what are the chances of stopping would you rather have? Something this size or this size? So the advantage in this case falls to Freightliner. Now as we take a look, it comes with a gooseneck ball already. A high percentage of my customers that purchase the Freightliner go ahead and get what's called the Hensley hitch. Now that is an additional hitch that comes on airbags. They call it the trailer saver. So when you're in your travels, the trailer isn't going metal on metal, it's actually traveling on air. And as we take a look behind, this is the Voyager system. That's the same one that the backup camera uses. So you can plug in a couple of additional cameras right there. A couple of examples are, I've had customers put them in horse trailers. In addition to that, cameras below the mirrors as well. And finally, as we go down, we see the hitch for a bumper pull trailer. As we come on over, let's take a look behind the Ford, the 1-ton truck. As we can see, it comes with a gooseneck ball here. We plug in the lights there. This one is lined and it's ready to go with the 5th wheel hitch. So as we can see, we don't have the storage capability that the Freightliner has. In addition to that, we just took a look at the brakes, maybe not the braking potential of the Freightliner itself. Another comparison between the two is the braking system itself. As we all know, this comes with hydraulic brakes. The Freightliner comes with air brakes. So a couple of advantages to the air brakes are you stop quicker. In addition to that, if we have a small leak in both lines, we'll eventually run out of fluid with the hydraulic brakes. Well, there's an unlimited supply of air, so we can simply keep pressing air into the Freightliner until we get a chance to fix it. Now, as we take a look from the side view of the Ford, this particular Ford is a dually, so that helps with stability when you are towing a heavy load. We see the running boards running along the side. They have rubber on them to assist us in getting up and in. As we come around and look directly in front of the trucks, on the Ford, we'll start at the ground and work our way up. We see a couple of tow hooks located there. Above that, plenty of space for air to get into the engine, with the Ford badge located right in the middle. Now, as we glance over and take a look at the Freightliner, we see a bumper that's actually broken into 3 sections. So if we are in an accident, we can simply replace one section without having to do the entire bumper. Aftermarket grille located right there. And above that, we find a windshield with 2,500 square inches of glass. Now, as we take a look under the hood, we'll come this way. We'll come around this way and take a look under the hood. That is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 350 horsepower and roughly 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. Now let's compare that to the Ford pickup. That's the Power Stroke 6.7 liter engine. This offers 400 horsepower and roughly 900 foot-pounds of torque. Which brings us to the next thing I would like to talk about, and that is service after the sale. So let's compare Freightliner service to Ford. Well, if you pull into a Freightliner dealership and they are Freightliner Elite, you're basically treated as a trucker. The main objective is to get you on the road as quickly as possible. In addition to that, the certified mechanics will relay information to you in terms of what time you can expect certain things to be done. So the number one priority is getting you on the road as quickly as possible. Compare that to Ford. Wherever you are in the country, you can pull into a Ford dealership just like you can a Freightliner, but you pull into a Ford dealership, you're just another customer. We're behind the Ford Focus in line, and when they get to you, they get to you. They still can do outstanding service, but comparison between the two, the advantage falls to Freightliner. Now let's take a look inside. We'll go on ahead and crawl into the Freightliner. As we take a look out the windshield, we can see the advantage to having this 2,500 square inches of glass. That, plus the fact we're above traffic, makes visibility simply outstanding. We can see things coming at us in addition to on the sides as well. Now the backup camera is located right above the steering wheel. I really like where that is placed because when you go to back up and hook up your trailer, we're not looking across at the dash trying to find the backup camera. Simply look straight up and there it is. We notice that the dash is wraparound. See how that bends in? So when you're sitting in the driver's seat, it's very easy to reach over and make the adjustments while you're driving. It comes with an automatic transmission. Very simple to drive. R for reverse, D for drive, and you're on your way. Right here is the engine brake. Now that is a true engine brake. That is an exhaust brake. Now when you turn that on, this is to turn it on, that is to put it on high. And you're coming down a sharp decline. You actually have 360 horses coming back at you. So that's going to slow everything down. That's going to make things safer for you and your family and the other drivers on the road as well. As we come on across and take a look, traction control is located here. Cruise control here. This locks the differential. This is for the windows. This is the dump valve. Here's a big advantage because that lets all the air out of the bed of the truck. So when you go to hook up your trailer, let all the air out, utilize your backup camera, makes hooking up a trailer very simple. This is the fan that blows air into the back of the cab. This is our brakes. This does come equipped for air for a trailer. So if your trailer happens to be air, we can install those glad hands for you and get that all hooked up. The trailer brake is located here. This dial is for the stereo, and climate control located here. Cup holders here. And as we take a look inside the console, we see there's a substantial amount of room. So let's compare this space and how much room is available in here. And let's go next door to the Ford. Okay, so this truck is push button start, located right here. And we take a look out the windshield and we see what we're used to seeing. We'll see the vehicle directly in front of us, and we can see a few things coming from the side. As we come on down, go across, this is the exhaust brake, so that limits the exhaust to assist you in slowing down. Traction control located here. Hazards. This is for hill descent. Now you do have a couple of options in terms of cameras and what they can do simply by pushing the camera button. As we come on down and take a look at the screen itself, we can set all the presets up for you. In addition to that, you can adjust whatever climate you want located there. Set up your Bluetooth for you as well. Trailer brake located here. This pickup is four-wheel drive, and you can make those adjustments here. As we come on down, climate control, you can put each side to what temperature that person wants it to be. This comes with both heated and vented seats. Cup holders here. There are some charging ports located there. And as we take a look inside the console, we see a removable tray here with a lot of room to carry things here. So as we review today, we compared a Freightliner M2106 with a Ford F-350. If you have any other questions about either of these vehicles, please feel free to call me. The work number is 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.